Chapter 3. The three kids stood frozen as the elevator door slid shut again. For a minute, no one moved. Then Ruth reached over and punched the up button on the elevator door. "What are you doing?" Josh screamed. "Following that ghost," she said. "Are you crazy?" Josh said. "What if ghosts don't like kids?" "Gee, Josh," Jim said. "I thought you didn't believe in ghosts." "Unless I see one with my own eyes," Josh said. "And I just did. Let's get out of here." The elevator door opened. "Too late, Josh," Dink said. He and Ruth Rose pulled Josh into the elevator with them. Dink pushed the button marked 2. "We'll check each floor," he said. When the door opened on the second floor, the hallway was empty. 2 more floors, Ruth Rose said, pushing the number 3. But they didn't see the ghost on the 3rd or 4th floor either. There are no more floors," Dink said, looking at the panel of buttons. "Good, let's go home," Josh said. "What's this one for?" Ruth Rose asked, pointing at a black button without a number. "Maybe you push it in emergencies?" Dink said. She shook her head. "No, this red one says emergency." Dink shrugged. "There's only one way to find out," he said. He pushed the black button. I just want to say, if there are any kids watching this, if you see a button on an elevator and you don't know what it does, probably don't push it. Just saying. It's not a good practice to push buttons that you don't know what they do. Anyway, Dink shrugged. There's only one way to find out," he said. He pushed the black button. The elevator creaked, then slowly started moving up. "I'm having a nightmare," Josh mumbled. "I'm not really chasing a ghost around a hotel. Any minute, I'm going to wake up in bed." "Don't worry, Josh," Ruth Rose said with a grin. "I'll protect you." The elevator stopped with a gentle thump. When the doors opened, the ghost was waiting for them. "It followed us!" Josh screamed, jumping behind Ruth Rose. "No, you followed me," the ghost said. "What do you want?" Behind the white figure, a door opened, and a stooped, gray-haired man stepped into the hall. The ghost pointed a thin finger at the kids. "They followed me up here, Ebenezer." The man chuckled and shuffled toward the open elevator door. "Well, perhaps we should keep them." "No!" Josh yelled from behind Ruth Rose. "Please, let us go! If you kill me, I'll be grounded for sure!" "That's your priorities, Josh!" Dink stared at the figure in white. Where had he seen that face before? Suddenly he remembered. She was the woman in the picture on Mr. Lincoln Letter's desk. Dink stepped out of the elevator. "Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Bivets," he said. "I'm Dink Duncan, and these are my friends, Josh and Ruth Rose." "How do you do?" the man said, peering at Dink. His eyes were the color of blueberries. So blip. You must be the 3 children our nephew told us about. Josh peeked at Mrs. Bivens from behind Ruth Rose. You mean she's not the ghost? He asked. Of course I'm not a ghost, Mrs. Bivens said. Ebenezer, shall we invite these 3 in for cookies? Of course, my love. The old man smiled at the kids. Come along, kiddos. The kids followed Mr. and Mrs. Bivens through the small hallway and into an old-fashioned parlor. Sunlight poured into the room through tall windows. The kids could see treetops across Main Street. Dink looked around the room. The walls were covered with paintings, and he'd never seen so many books. Mrs. Bivens came in carrying a tray. Please sit, she told the kids. She handed each of them a glass of milk. Her husband bustled in with a cookie jar shaped like a rooster. He pulled off the rooster's head. Cookie? He said. Each of the kids took 1 cookie. Now then, Mr. Spivett said as he sat next to his wife. What are you kids up to? We read about the ghost in the newspaper, Ruth Rose said. And we came to see it, Dink said. But we didn't, Josh added. Then Mr. Lincolnletter told us about how the ghost is ruining the hotel's business, Ruth Rose continued. So we've decided to investigate. Mrs. Bivens stared at the kids. Investigate, she said. Like detectives? Right, Drink said. Did you see the ghosts? He asked Mrs. Bivens. She looked at her husband. No, but we've heard them. No, but we've heard it. Haven't we, dear? He nodded. 2 nights in a row. Dreadful noises coming from the walls. And a voice calling out my name. Ebenezer, it said. Go away, go away. Josh gulped. It knew your name? The voice spoke to me too, Mrs. Bivens. It said, Lo, leave this place. Oh, fluff. Let's just tuck that right there. There we go. Alrighty, really. She began to cry into a lace hanky. Mr. Spivett patted his wife's hand. We've just made a difficult decision, he told the kids. We're going to sell the hotel. Some real estate company in New York wants to buy it. Sell the Shangri-La, Dink blurted. But you can't, Ruth Rose said. We were going to leave the Shangri-La to our nephew, Mrs. Bivens said. But now it looks as if the hotel will go to Wretch, Rail, and Rooch, Mr. Spivett said. Who are they? Ruth Rose asked. They're the 3 partners in the real estate company, Mr. Spivett said. They've been after us to sell for months. He crossed to a small desk and pulled out a letter. They want to tear down the Shangri-La and build a high-rise in its place, he said. Mr. Spivett placed the letter on the tea tray. Mrs. Spivens and I don't want to sell, but we don't know what else to do. Somehow we feel as if we failed our guests. He looked down at his wife. I telephoned the real estate people this morning. They will be here tomorrow with papers for us to sign. Mrs. Spivens looked up. Her eyes were red. Isn't there anything else we can do? She asked. Ebenezer Spivett took his wife's hand in his. I would do anything for you, my dear. But I'm too old to fight ghosts. Well, we're not, Dink said, springing to his feet. We'll find the ghosts and get rid of them. Get rid of it, too. He looked at Josh and Ruth Rose. Right, guys? Right, Ruth Rose said. Mr. Pivot beamed. You're hired, he said. Josh groaned. Can I have another cookie? He asked.